You often see headlines or posts saying insecure software, malicious software, or hackers exploited insecure code. But what does it actually mean for an application to be secure? If you're new to cybersecurity, or even if you have been in the field for a while, you've probably heard of the acronym CIA. CIN stands for Confidentiality, Integrity, and Availability of Data and Resources. An application is considered secure when it can maintain confidentiality, integrity, and availability of its restricted resources for authorized users. And when we say users, we're talking about both humans and software systems. There are many situations where third-party applications also require authorized access to another system. So let's break this down. A restricted resource can be any object, feature, data set, or function within an application that is meant only for authorized users. A simple example, and one many people recognize, is online banking. Most banks today allow customers to log in through either a website or a mobile app. You provide a username, password, or token, whatever, and that grants you authorized access to your account information. So no one besides you and the bank's legitimate personnel should be able to view this data, especially because it's highly sensitive. In this case, your account is a restricted resource. You are the authorized user. Now, if the system allowed anyone to access your account without logging in, well, then the application would not be considered secure. Now, let's return to the CIA principles. Confidentiality basically talks about sensitive information, and it must not be exposed to unauthorized users. Someone else should not be able to access your account information without proper authorization. Integrity deals with data being accurate and consistent. So if you transfer $300 to your savings account, it better be $300. That amount should not change, it shouldn't be lost, and it shouldn't be sent somewhere else unintentionally. Availability is when you should be able to access your online banking features when you need them. Of course, this excludes, scheduled maintenance or expected limitations from the bank. But the point is this: features should not fail or disappear, whether a system crashes or an attacker tries to overload the servers. An application is secure when it maintains CIA of, again, its restricted resources for authorized users. So if any of these three principles are compromised, the application is considered insecure. Now, you might be wondering, does this still apply to modern day cloud applications and AI-driven systems in 2025 and beyond? And the answer is yes. But the way we achieve this has evolved. So confidentiality today means applying zero trust principles, where users are continuously verified instead of being trusted after a single login. Integrity now includes software supply chain security, making sure the code, dependencies, container images, and AI models you deploy have not been tampered with before they reach production. And availability is all about resilience now. So building systems that can recover automatically when failures occur instead of relying on everything to function perfectly at all times. So the goal of security hasn't changed, but the tools, the architecture, and the expectations absolutely have. So that's how you know an application is secure. So if you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. If you leave a question below, I'll cover them in future episodes. So other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.